Eric Smith from Shoreham first started diving in the sea off Sussex more than 60 years ago. He's witnessed extraordinary changes underwater, including the terrible damage caused by trawlers. But as Eric watched the kelp forest, which is crucial for sea life, being destroyed, he decided to take action. His efforts are being featured in a new BBC documentary. And in a moment, we'll hear from Eric and his daughter Catrine about their work. But first, here's a little preview of the film.
England's south coast once had vast underwater forests, a magical world of giant seaweed known as kelp. Globally, these forests are so important. They create an oasis of life wherever they grow. But Eric's magical sea forest was all but destroyed by trawling.
So Eric, just tell us about the moment, because there was one particular dive, wasn't there, that I know you find quite upsetting to talk about.
Yeah, it was the first dive of the year. It was April. We had rays around the outside edge, the dogfish, there was pollock coming through, bass coming through. So we looked at it and thought, wow, this is absolutely superb. So we come back the following week when the tides are better, which we did. We pulled our boat up on the promenade and we couldn't believe there was two trawlers working out there. So, oh, okay. Just where we wanted to dive. Went out there and on the surface were tiny little bass and mullet, or bass and bream, which they're called pop-outs, where the net's so full they can't do any more. But we looked down in the water, looked down at the beds, and everything was smashed to pieces. Those boulders rolled in the middle of the beds, the kelp was all strewn everywhere. It was just total devastation. And well, you can't believe that sort of thing. People can do that sort of thing, and everyone knew it was wrong, and that's what inspired me to write an article, which in those days, 2008, just went on to the yachting magazines. They just picked up on it, and that was the thing that put it forward. And then Ithaca picked it up, which is.
Yeah, so then Sussex Inshore Fisheries Conservation Authority kind of got hold of it. It ended up on their desk, didn't it?
Yeah.
And then it started to be pushed through, and now we've got this wonderful trawling ban in place, which is really exciting news.
And Catrine, just explain to people why the ban was important, because of the value of kelp, what kelp does.
So kelp is an amazing species. It's absolutely incredible for the planet. So basically it takes in carbon dioxide and it gives off oxygen. So I don't know if you know, but sort of every second breath that we take is from the sea, it's from sea plants. It's also really, really important because it gives a nursery for the fish. So all the sea creatures there, they can be protected because it's their little forest. They can be protected in there from the predators. It protects our beaches as well, so it stops beaches washing away. So that's really important for that. But it's a great thing. We can use it as well as humans. So we can use it for things like fertilizer. So we can use it for fertilizing farms and things like that.
It's multi-purpose.
It is, yeah.
And Eric, you're seeing signs, aren't you? You're seeing signs of this recovery,
just really good signs.
Day by day.
Woodland Trust are the ones that are.
Sussex Wildlife Trust.
Sussex Wildlife Trust are the ones that are backing it because they want to. It's got to come back naturally. We can't let it come back any other way. But what we're seeing at the moment is, last year we saw mussel beds that covered the side of a tennis court. This year we swam 1,000 metres across them. They're now big enough to protect themselves from starfish and other predators. But 9 miles down tide, which is off a hove, we found huge beds of mussels where the spores are washed down tide. And a bit of an exclusive for you, we actually found the first kelp plants off of hove. Which
news from Hove.
That's literally news hot off the press. Dad found that a couple of days ago. So it's really exciting that we're now seeing that these mussels are growing back and the kelp can now attach to it. So the spores will come from other areas and we will start to see, hopefully, the recovery of the kelp.
You're setting me off because it's really powerful what you've both done. But I know it's been a labour of love for you, Eric.
Yeah, it has. But I was on my own for a long time, but now lots of other people stepped in. They're all helping out. We love working with big organisations.
Yeah, we've got loads of organisations working with us now, and we love the Sussex Kelp Recovery Project. It's just really great.
Well, keep up the work, won't you? Thank you so much for coming in and chatting to us.
Thank you.
And you can see that beautiful film about Eric and Catrine's work on BBC One on Friday at 7:30. You can also, of course, catch it on the iPlayer.